Hi guys. I once coached a physician leader, Sara, whose boss was like a dictator. He oppressed his subordinates, including my coachee, Sara, pushing everybody down. Sara was so distraught and did not know how to handle this bully. Have you had a similar experience? Bullies and dictators are like storms, relentless and destructive. But here is a fact. We don't need to worry about outside bullies because we have a bully, a dictator living within us. This inner bully is our companion 24/7, sleeping with us, walking with us, and even going to work with us. Yes, I am talking about our saboteur, our darker side that sabotages us. So, how to manage this saboteur? How to win this internal war? I will share with you what I shared with Sara. So let's get started. Friends, it is the dual nature of our being. Both sage and saboteur reside within us. They live in our consciousness. In Hindi, my language, Shreya represents the sage, while Priya is the saboteur. These dual aspects have various names across cultures and in the field of psychology, such as flesh and soul or lower and higher self. The lower self, Priya, acts like a bully or dictator. What does a dictator do? They rule over you, torment you, and make decisions that are not in your best interest. Their sole goal is to disrupt your agenda and steal away your peace. Funny thing is that we obediently follow their orders. We all have saboteurs. I have one too. It shows up when someone is being rude to me, or when someone is falling short at work, or when someone makes a mistake, or when someone leaves me out of an important discussion. I'm already aggravated in these situations, trying to stay calm and composed. But you know guys, my saboteur throws fuel on the fire. It tells me, how dare they? Asking me to tell them off. Poonam, go tell them who is the boss. You know what? It even shows up when I am doing the right things, like going to gym, eating healthy, or being productive like making my videos. Guys, the real issue is we allow the saboteurs, our demon within us, to win the battle whenever we are tempted to compromise, be lazy, or give in to bad temptations. But here is the good news. We have a choice. I love this quote from Viktor Frankl. Between stimulus and response lies a space. In that space lies our freedom and power to choose a response. In our response lies our growth and our happiness. So we have the power to choose our response when our inner demon shows up. We can choose to walk with our sage, our higher self. But what does it mean? It means biting your tongue, not responding in kind when someone is being rude to us, ignoring those who have offended us, showing up with love when we are tempted to be jealous, not falling short in our job, not failing the people who depend on us, and honoring our family and friends. Friends, I am talking about the importance of not letting anyone stop us from being a person of excellence. Here is my observation. No matter how much talent you acquire, degrees you accumulate, or positions you climb, the real game changer is managing your enemy within, your inner saboteur. Don't let your lower self be the dictator. When I have the urge to find fault or to be critical, I intercept my saboteur, telling myself, no, I'm not going there. I am choosing to see the best in people. I'm digging for gold, not for dirt. If I feel like aimlessly browsing on my iPad, I remind myself, no Poonam, this is not serving you. Use your time wisely. Do something meaningful. At the end of the day, when gym feels like a huge mountain, I say to myself, no, I am taking care of myself. I am going to gym. My friends know that I don't linger around late at parties. I go to bed in time because it is important for my routine the next day. When I'm in a company of people who are pulling me down, I leave, get out of the situation. You guys might label me as stuck up, but you know what, guys? I am in charge of my life. I am responsible for how my life unfolds. I am responsible for what I feed my mind, spirit, and body. That's why I am committed to making good choices. So guys, don't let your saboteur be the bully. Don't let it be your dictator. These two forces, your sage and saboteur, are constantly fighting with each other. Sorry guys, it is depressing to know, but this battle will never go away. The good news is that we can learn to manage this battle. So, how to manage your saboteur? Number one is to be aware that there are two parts of us. There is a sage and a saboteur, Shreya and Priya. How to be aware of their presence? Guys, for this, stay in touch with your emotions, your feelings. Your feelings are your guide. If you are uneasy, anxious, feeling fearful, angry or envious, then your saboteurs have shown up. I get a heavy feeling in my chest when my saboteur shows up. When I'm procrastinating on taking some important decisions, I know my saboteur is telling me, it's okay, cool your jets. You don't need to rush to settle this matter. By the way, I talked about this enemy within in earlier videos on procrastination. There are several great videos worth your attention in this playlist. I'm giving you the link to this playlist in the description below. Guys, the next step is to be familiar with this person, meaning personify your saboteur. So let me ask you, who is this person? What does their voice sound like? Is it sharp, nasal, loud, or soft? What do they look like? This awareness has helped me immensely in recognizing my own demons. My saboteur has a soft, sneaky voice that undermines my confidence. It does not let me come up higher. You can also name your saboteur. Some leaders I coach have given names to these saboteurs. A witch, a demon, or Goliath, for example. It is funny, but this strategy works. Personifying your saboteur by giving it a name and image can turn it into a distinct character. You begin to recognize them when they show up in your consciousness. Next step is that you need to know in what situations your saboteurs show up, or are they always there? If you're in a negative emotion, you are in a saboteur mode. My saboteur shows up when I'm being impatient. My impatience can turn me into a real monster, guys. I have no patience for tardiness, sloppiness, laziness, and disruptive bad behavior. One thing in particular about tardiness. Being late in meetings or in social gathering is being disrespectful of the host. When this happens, I feel like telling people off, give them the peace of my mind. But I have to control myself. I say to myself, Poonam, calm down, be empathetic, be kind. It is so important for a leader to remain composed and calm and respond to adverse situations productively. It is tough, guys, and I am not perfect, but I don't want to let these situations or other people jeopardize my reputation, my happiness and peace. I don't think I have a choice here. I have to act. Next tip is to challenge your saboteur. When you hear the voice of your demon, then challenge it. Priya, my demon, is at the foot end of my bed when I wake up. It persuades me to hit the snooze button. Be lazy. It comes up with excuses like, you are too tired. You are the boss. You can be late to work. But what do? I shove it inside the closet. I ignore those voices. You know, the real challenge is when I have to battle against my husband's demons, because his demons will bring me down sometimes. Fighting my own demon is one thing, but fighting with his demons is a whole different ballgame. So Note to all of you single people. Never marry someone who carries massive load of demons. Guys, what I'm saying is that don't let this saboteur be the boss of you. It is not easy to win this battle. I have lost this battle many times, but I have gotten better. You can do it too. Even though this enemy is a part of you, you need to learn to recognize that it is not the real you. In nutshell, be aware that there are two parts of you, good and bad, sage and saboteur. Personify your saboteur. Know what it looks like, what it feels like. Also know in what situation they show up. Lastly, challenge your saboteur. With practice, you can win this war. You can learn to shove your saboteur in a closet. So guys, don't let your Goliath cause chaos and turmoil in your life. Quit letting it be the dictator. You are the CEO. Take charge.